Well, he definitely has all the attributes to make this a great event, Todd. Those first 3 kegs look awesome. Plenty of distance.
No!
Well, I guess I spoke a little too soon, but he recovered nicely with the 4th one. Oh my gosh, disaster again.
Bad trajectory on that one, but he recovers quickly. Remember, these kegs are 50 pounds each. And again, a bad angle.
You know, it's so critical to find the right groove, maintain form. Koklyaev has plenty of power. He just has to have perfect placement on the platform and nail the trajectory.
These last kegs, 55 pounds each. And Koklyaev, a misfire once again. This is the final keg. And he gets it over. Not happy with his time, but 102.25 now becomes the mark to beat for the rest of our competitors. Well, Sweden has been searching for someone to fill the void left by the retirement of legendary strongman Magnus Samuelsson, and Johannes Arsjo is hoping to be that guy. And he is the subject of today's Metrics Science of Strength.
And when you look at the numbers, you've got to realize one number that isn't shown here is his body weight, all the way up to 340 pounds. And Arsjo knows how to make all of that weight work.
So here we go, the mark to beat, 102 put up moments ago by Misha Koklyaev of Russia. Starting keg weight, 40 pounds.
Perfect placement on the platform with the first 2 kegs and the 3rd.
No problem with the 45-pounders.
All of the kegs easily clearing the wall with plenty of room to spare. On to 7 and 8.
These are 55 pounds, and this is going to be the new mark to beat. 23.60, Johannes Arsjo of Sweden.
He was calm, cool, and collected. The picture of power and control. He maintained that groove and was strong, smooth, and explosive with all 8 kegs.
Well, that showing by Arsjo is only going to increase the pressure felt by Martin Vildauer of Austria. He comes into the keg toss in 2nd place overall.
Well, this should be a good event for Vildauer. He's long, lean. First keg just flies with plenty of room to spare. Great pace.
Wow, very fast time. Remember, the mark to beat, 23.60.
That was a big hesitation on the 6th one.
Oh, just misses there, and that's going to cost him the lead. But gets it on the 2nd try, 27.56 for Vildauer. Just missing out on beating Arsjo's time, but a good performance puts him in 2nd place.
Great recovery.
Being able to win the title last year was amazing. It didn't play out exactly how I had planned. Coming off the yoke and the truck pull, I actually had built a pretty good lead. And then in the deadlifts, Adrunas was able to chip away at that a little bit. And then in the overhead presses where I really gave up the points. And that made it obviously very interesting with the stones. I really had to step up on that last event. I mean, all the training and all the build-up, I had no choice but to win. I could just tell that Adrunas was behind me and that I'd built a lead. When I put that last stone up, I knew I had won. It's one of those things where you just have to turn and look and see. That feeling, it's just hard to describe. It just felt like a weight was lifted off of me. I am the world's strongest man. That's the truth. And, you know, when this contest is done, that's still gonna be the truth. You know, I'm not losing. I didn't come here to lose.
Brian obviously is very focused on repeating, but his performances for this competition were dealt a setback for a bicep earlier in the year. The big man from Colorado has appeared to be on cruise control. He's taking control of this group. We'll see how he does here in the keg toss. Mark to beat is 23.60. That was put up by Johannes Arsjo. This is fast, Phil.
He is absolutely smoking every one of these kegs, easily clearing the 15.5-foot mark.
And he's done it. 21.78 for your winner in the keg toss, Brian Shaw, the defending World's Strongest Man champion.
Such an easy event for him. Looked like he hesitated just a tiny bit at the very start, but powered through the rack of 8 kegs with no problem and no hesitation.
He's now with Maylene.
Coming into this event, you were leading the group, and you really attacked that event. How'd it go for you?
Well, I mean, coming into this, I saw, obviously I'd seen Misha go and Johannes put up a good time, and I really wanted to just win the keg toss, and it puts me in a really good spot now. And, you know, Johannes, you got to take hat off to him. He did a really good job, too.
Good luck to you. Nice job.
Thank you very much.
4 athletes completed all 8 kegs, but Brian Shaw's scorching time of 21.78 secured the win for the defending champion. Second place went to Johannes Arsjo. Martin Vildauer was third. Misha Koklyaev was fourth. Shaw has all but clinched one of the 2 spots in the final from this group. Vildauer is in the driver's seat for the other, but Arsjo is very much in contention, while the odds are a bit longer for Koklyaev. Bill Kazmaier standing by at our next event.
After 5 grueling events, bodies have been absolutely battered. But the backs and legs of our strongmen need to last through one more test of strength, the Atlas Stones. The guys who generally do best here are the ones who possess a technical efficiency which allows them to find a rhythm. It's scoop, carry, place, and repeat. And with 3 athletes from Group 3 fighting for one spot in the final, the stakes couldn't be higher when the Metrics World's Strongest Man returns.
That first stone is 275 pounds.
Oh, right out of the gate, Koklyaev having a lot of trouble loading the first stone.
Meanwhile, Lowry Nami is moving on to the 3rd stone, and that weighs 330 pounds. He's got a 1-stone lead on Koklyaev.
Koklyaev taking nearly 17 seconds just to get to the 2nd stone.
So it's now the 5th and final stone for Lowry Nami of Estonia, and it weighs in at 405 pounds.
Koklyaev finally places the 3rd stone.
30 seconds to go.
Misha Koklyaev just struggling with each and every stone, and for good reason. Meanwhile, Nami is trying to get this 5th and final stone up, but remember, that's 405 pounds, and he gets it done.
Great work for Nami fishing the tire rack. Koklyaev, clock's running out, Todd.
Final few seconds tick away, and that is not going to help his chances to make the final. Lowry Nami of Estonia, 5 stones in a time of 59.32 seconds. Meanwhile, Misha Koklyaev, trouble from the start, just 4 stones in 104.83.
Russia's Koklyaev nearly self-destructing on the last chance to make it through to the final. Nami, however, redeems himself, loads all 5 stones.
So with Koklyaev's issues, it makes it a near certainty that the winner of this head-to-head matchup will advance to the final. It will either be that man, Johannes Arsjo of Sweden, or Martin Vildauer of Austria. All right, Phil, how do you handicap this one? Which guy do you think has the edge?
Don't have a clue. This is a really even matchup. Both guys very explosive, very strong, quick, young. Vildauer, a little taller, should have an advantage with that first stone. But it doesn't play out that way.
So Johannes Arsjo already with a 1-stone lead and a spot on the final on the line. Vildauer has some serious work to do. On to the 4th stone. Meanwhile, Vildauer still struggling with the 2nd stone. Now that 4th stone weighs 360 pounds, and Johannes Arsjo has done it now. He's going to slow it down because it's 1 stone, and he is into the final. And he's done it. 41.99. Johannes Arsjo not only wins this event, but he has punched his ticket into the World's Strongest Man final. And great sportsmanship there by Johannes Arsjo.
15 seconds to go.
And Martin Vildauer looks like he is just done. Not happening for him today. Johannes Arsjo wins the Atlas Stones in a time of 41.99, but more importantly, he is moving on to the World's Strongest Man final. And for Martin Vildauer, it was so close, but he ran into problems at the Stones.
The Atlas Stones, the ultimate measuring stick of strength. Sweden's Arsjo is going to the final.
And he's standing by with our Maylene Ramey.
Johannes, nice job out there. That was a very heated matchup determining who would go into the final. I know you were focused on your event, but how aware were you of Martin struggling?
I had no idea because Martin has been incredible in this group, and I had no idea. I was just going into the Stones with the thought of that he would be great, so I had to be great, and did my best, and today it was enough.
You're very successful. How does it feel to represent Sweden in the final?
A great honor. That's all there is. Great honor.
Nice job.
Thank you very much.
Johannes Arsjo certainly delivered when it mattered most, winning the Atlas Stones. Marinami was second, but the real story were the problems that Koklyaev and Vildauer ran into, which doomed their chances of reaching the final. Brian Shaw wins the group with 27.5 points and gets the opportunity to defend his title. Johannes Arsjo finishes second and becomes the first Swede in the final since Magnus Samuelsson in 2007.